Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Come on in. This is Vashana Weatherspoon again, coming back to you on this lovely Friday evening. I hope that you had a wonderful Friday and that you have something fun and entertaining planned for your Friday night and your weekend. So I am coming back here with you today. I want to talk to you and share some information with you that I have been sharing all week long as part of a 7-part series. Hi, Chantel Campbell. Welcome to the broadcast. And I'm really procrastinating for a second because I want to give people a chance to join if they are available. And then we're going to just jump right into it. Anyway, so how's your day been going? Has everybody had a great day? And hello, Facebookers, and hello, Periscopers. Great, Chantel. I hope you have something fun planned for the weekend. Get a break. So I'm going to go ahead on and just jump right in. So welcome. Today, 6 of my 7-part series that I've been doing this week, entitled What's Holding You Back from Living Your Best Life After a Divorce, or more specifically, after your divorce, if you've gone through one. And if you have not been married, but you've been in a long-term committed relationship and you have come to the end of that, then I also am talking to you in this 7-part series that I've been doing. So I am Vashana Weatherspoon. I am a certified professional coach and trainer who helps to empower women to be happy, emotionally healthy, and to thrive. And if anything that I say today resonates with you, or if you find it to be helpful, beneficial, you think it could be helpful to somebody else, then I ask you to please like and share this video with others. I know the majority of us have gone through some kind of breakup over the course of our lifetime, and we don't always have the resources that we need to help us to come through it or to make it on the other side of it with grace. That's the word I like to use. That's the word I would like to think that, when you go through something so traumatic, and after all the experiences that you have, at the end of it, if you can come out of it and feel like you are still able to be successful and with some grace and pride and dignity about yourself, then that's a great aspiration. So let's go right ahead and jump in. Today, I'm going to be talking specifically about, are you allowing fear to hold you back from your dream life after your divorce? So fear is one of these biggies. It is the number one dream killer in the world. And it's funny because it's such a small word. It's just a 4-letter word, but it has such a big impact on all of us, really. It shows up in so many different ways, and it affects every one of us in some manner at some point throughout our lifetimes. So no matter how successful you are, how beautiful you are, how rich you are, there is always something that we as human beings are fearful of and that we're afraid of. And it can show its ugly little head in a lot of different ways. Sometimes fear shows up as procrastination. It can show up as overwhelm. It can show up as stress, especially for high achieving people. We don't like to say we're fearful of things. We like to say that we're feeling a little stressed. So whatever way that fear manifests itself for you, it is something that, can really get in the way and hold you back from living your best life, doing the things that you need to do, and pursuing your goals and dreams. In fact, fear's whole purpose is to protect us from harm and danger. And since they're in modern society, there's not really so many physical dangers as there were back in more primitive times, then the fear has adapted. It's smart. It's adapted and it's found other ways to be useful to us. So instead of being used to protect us from physical dangers, as in the fight or flight response, now it has adapted and it's protecting us from other kinds of non-physical dangers, such as our emotional trauma or mental stress. And in many cases, we allow fear to keep us away from the things that we really need to experience the most. Because sometimes when we go to those things that we find to be a little bit stressful, a little bit difficult, that kind of overwhelms us a bit, those are the things that help us to grow the most. So, jumping right in again, today I am talking about, are you allowing fear to hold you back from your dream life after your divorce? So, point number one, the first way that you might be allowing that to happen is that you settle for less. And this could look like not pursuing the things that you want to pursue, but you pursue the things that you think you can achieve, or the things that you think you can get. And this kind of reminds me of, if you ever watched Animal Planet, not Animal Planet, but National Geographic TV, and you see the animals out in the wild and how, they chase down their prey. And normally they go for the easy prey, or the one that's the slowest or the smallest. And then if you could think of it in terms of picking fruit from a tree, which one are you going to go for? Are you going to go for the one that's the low-hanging, easy pick that you can just go pick off the tree and walk away with? Or are you going to go climb a ladder and get the one that's at the very top? For most of us, we want to find the thing that's the easiest to get. And so that could be a way that we are settling instead of going after that big thing, that more difficult thing, which is the one that we really want, but we don't want to put the effort and energy into pursuing it. I'm full of cliches tonight. Let me just say that. So what I'm thinking about is don't rock the boat. Don't rock the boat. You don't push the status quo. Don't push boundaries. Those are some of the ways that this whole settling can manifest. Another way that you could be settling is that you are not demanding more. So, they say, ask and it shall be given. Seek and you shall find. I'm in the Bible now, y'all. I'm just all over the place tonight. But at any rate, you have not because you ask not. And that's the bottom line. If there's something that you want and you're not willing to settle, then you have to voice your desire. Make it known what it is that you want. And another piece to that is that you don't realize that you can have it. So if your mindset is such that you're so focused on lack and limitations, then you're more than likely not going to take the steps that you need to take to help you to get you to the place where you need to be. And so you end up settling for something that's less than what your ideal is. I want to pause for a second and welcome those of you who have joined since I started. I see Sherry is on. Hi, Sherry, my old classmate. I hope that you're doing well. So I am Vashona Weatherspoon again. I'm talking to you today. This is the 6th part of my 7-part series on what's holding you back from living your dream life after a divorce. And so today I'm talking specifically about, are you allowing fear to hold you back from your dream life after you experience a divorce? So again, if this information is useful to you, or if you feel like some people would be able to find some utility out of it, then please like and share the video with others. So let's move on. Point number 2. You're not willing to get out of your comfort zone. So we are all creatures of familiarity, and we gravitate to those things that feel comfortable to us. It's kind of natural. It's a natural thing. So how this can keep you from living your dream life is that whole desire or that need for certainty outweighs that need for variety and for growth. So we don't want to get out of our little nice safety and security nets that we have. And when we don't do that, then we stay stuck in the place where we are, and we don't get a chance to explore what's outside of that little circle and all those things that are out there just waiting for us if we just got up the courage to take that one step forward, or the one step across the invisible line in the sand, if you will. The next thing is that we don't like change. Sometimes we're thrust into situations, but being thrust into a situation and making a conscious decision to, get out of your comfort zone, to spread your wings, so to speak, those are two different things. Being thrust into a situation is more like somebody pushing you to do something, and you have no choice but to make an adjustment because you've been put in that particular situation. And, as long as we resist change, then we essentially stay where we are. And in this instance, you stay stuck. Another piece would be being afraid of taking risks. And I know for a lot of people, taking a risk is something that's really, really scary. And you might not be so open to it. But, there's a flip side to that. When you take a risk and you do something different, then that's when you have an opportunity. It's an opportunity to have a different experience. And the more variety in the experiences that you have, then the more that you learn, the more that you grow. And I feel like the happier that you can become, because you're having all of these different experiences to help you to, sometimes it helps you to figure out what your path really is and what's possible and available for you. So my third and final point, I'm sorry, that's not my third and final point. What I'm talking about is related to this whole taking risk piece is some of the reasons why I think we might get to that point is because we don't feel like we're in control. And most people don't like to feel like they're not in control. We like to be in a position where we can steer the direction where we're going, and we feel pretty comfortable when we kind of know, where that destination is. But the truth is that there are lots of unknowns in life, and we cannot predict everything that's going to happen, all the different paths that our journey will take us through. And so being open to wherever it is that life happens to, those crooks and crannies that life happens to take you through, is a great way to really get the full experience out of life and all those things that life has to offer. And I think my third and final point that I want to talk about with you related to being afraid of taking risks is we feel uncertain about our ability to cope. So we know that in life, things are going to happen that we can't predict. And I think where a lot of the fear comes in is when we're not certain that we can handle what comes up. And we can't manage the situation, and that causes a lot of fear for a lot of people. I think if we felt confident that we could handle whatever happened, whatever came our way, no matter what, then it would really change our relationship with fear and the way we think about it and the way we experience things. So in closing, fear can be paralyzing if you allow it to be. It can keep you from moving forward in your life if you don't like this, even if you don't like the space that you're currently in, actually. So whether you like it or not, I mean, the fear can keep you just absolutely paralyzed if you don't acknowledge it for what it is and make a committed decision that you're going to move forward. So what I want to offer to you is to encourage you not to allow fear to make you miss out on living your life on your own terms, because I think that's very important. After all, it's all a mental game. All of the stuff that we're telling ourselves is none of it has happened. A lot of times we don't have any evidence that it will ever happen. It's just some things and stories that we've told ourselves, and we've bought into those stories and we believe them. So in parting, I want to just encourage you to not buy into the whole hype behind fear. And I saw this quote from Napoleon Hill, and I thought it was very fitting for this. And I'm going to read it to you, actually. And it says, you can either control your mind or your mind will control you. And you get to decide. So I want to thank you for tuning in with me on this Friday evening. Actually, I guess it's technically Friday night. Again, I am Bashana Weatherspoon, certified professional coach and trainer, helping to empower women to be happy, emotionally healthy, and to thrive. And I encourage you to join me tomorrow. I'm doing the 7th part of this, actually the wrap up. It's the wrap up to this 7-part series of what's holding you back from living your best life after divorce. And remember to comment, like, and share this video. And I thank you for all the heart and all the love that I've been seeing on Periscope and on Facebook as I've been giving this broadcast. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday evening. Thank you again for joining me, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.